1. Today we're playing So What by Miles Davis. This is from the Kind of Blue album, probably one of the most famous jazz tunes there is. One that you're guaranteed to be playing if you go to jam sessions and stuff. This is the typical tune that's being played. It's a nice tune. In one way, it's easy to play because it's really only 2 chords. So the challenge is keeping track of when those chords come, right? Because we have an A section that is 8 bars and then repeated, and then the B section, which is basically the same, but it's up 1/2 step for 8 bars, and then we go back down again for the A section, which is 8 bars, and that's the form. So it's A, A, B, A. So it's a 32 bar form. And of course, when you're soloing on this, you can't be counting, right? So you have to kind of just feel it when the chords are changing, and that's challenging if you haven't played jazz that long. What is gonna happen if you stick to it is that you're just gonna feel it eventually. You don't have to count bars. You can't count bars when you're improvising a solo, right? So you just have to do it enough that you start feeling it. And I'm here to help. You know, you have a backing track here that you can play on, and just eventually this is gonna start becoming second nature. So the special thing about this tune really is that the melody is in the bass. This melody like this, that's really bass playing. And then we have a response to that melody that's like this. And that's played by the piano and the horns. So the bass is playing, and then response. Okay, so what I've done, I've arranged this for 2 guitars, where one guitar is playing what the bass is playing, and then the other guitar is playing what the horns is playing. So I'm going to teach you both, and then I'm going to perform both with both the melody and 2 full rounds of a solo melody again, and then I'm removing one of the guitars and you be the other player. So that's how it goes here on Standard of the Week. So let's do just one guitar at a time, starting with what I named guitar number 1, and that's what the bass is playing. Typical mistake, I'm just gonna say it, that people do is they start by playing this, which is not correct. The first time it's not going down to this note, it's just staying on this one. So it's 2, 3, 4, 1, and then it goes down. 3, last time. And that's the second mistake that I see people do when we have this ending of the phrase. They play this, which is not correct. This is how it's noted in the real book, but it's not the way it in reality is. In reality, this D here is a dotted quarter note. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Right? So just a little bit longer note there. Just listen to it, right? I'll play the entire thing for you. And that's really the song. This repeats in the same key. It's going to be the second A, and then it just goes up 1/2 step. 2, 3, 4, 1. 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4. If you listen to the original recording, you're gonna notice that the B section is slightly different in the bass. However, I've heard them play this tune live right after they recorded it, and they played it like I showed you now. So that's the reason why. So yeah, if you try to play along with the original and you hear that something is a little bit different here, that's the reason why. So, but don't think about it. The way I'm teaching you now is really the way that people are playing it. So that was the E flat minor section, and when I say minor, I really mean Dorian. This is kind of modal music, so everything is Dorian. Back to D minor, or D Dorian, I should say. Yeah, and that's it for guitar number 1. So guitar number 2 is it's simpler, really. It's this figure here, and that stays consistent through the entire tune on the melody. Way I like to phrase it is I slide into the first one and make sure that the second one is short. That's staccato. Right? It's not. So yeah, and a slide into it is, I think that's it's nice on this song. Okay. If you want a challenge, you can try to play both of them at the same time, of course, but that's not what we're doing when we play it later. So that's pretty much it for the melody. Now, for the soloing, if you want to learn more about that, you should click the link below and visit my Patreon page. I'm going to have a lesson on it there. Some great soloing tips, you know, so you've get some ideas instead of maybe just playing up and down the Dorian scale, which of course can be nice. But if you listen to what Miles and Coltrane and those folks are doing, they do fill this simple music with some really great content, right? So we'll talk a little bit about that, get some nice pointers there, try to make it keep it kind of light, you know, it's not going to be too hard, but just some easy, simple things that you can incorporate in your soloing. That's going to be great fun and make you grow as a player. Also on Patreon, there's going to be like full-length backing tracks that you can download, both guitars, so you can both be the bass player, you know, guitar number 1, and you can be the horns, guitar number 2. Yeah, so that's what you're gonna find on Patreon. Now let's play. As I said, first I'll perform the song for you. 1 round of melody, 2 rounds of solo, and then 1 round of melody, and then same thing again, but with just 1 guitar, and you can play along. So I hope you have fun with that. Yeah, take it away. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1.
you.